It's week 1 of the 2024 season, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the Jets and the Niners on Monday Night Prime Time.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. It's the start of a new season in the NFL. Welcome to our first Sunday of 2024 with football. Mike Tirico, my partner this year, Greg Olsen. Greg, so excited to be with you and so excited about week 1. You build it up, you talk about it for 6 months, but when it arrives, man, it feels so good.
And it's really the only week of the entire season, Mike, where all 32 teams are all dreaming the same thing. Playoffs, Super Bowl hopes. This was the best offseason any of the...
So good to have you along for the ride this year. It's the Monday night opener, and off we go here with week 1. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. To the ground, he'll get it again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. Back to throw. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
I don't have any real advanced analysis for this one, Mike. I mean, I think the simplest way to categorize it is this possession has been a disaster.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
There's just something special about week one, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking...
Oh, the first throw of the season is intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with first and goal.
You know, typically when you decide you're going to throw the ball this close to your own end zone, you're thinking sack, you're thinking safety. But in this case, you also have to worry about the defense really trying to jump your passes, really trying to be aggressive. And in this case, they're thinking they get their shot at a pick six, ends up just being an interception. Either way, great field position, great play.
A run on first and goal. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. He'll look to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. They'll try to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good. And the Jets will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Williams now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They had the interception on that opening drive. It only led to a field goal, so 3-0 as the offense comes back out first and 10. And the reception for Chris Godwin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So quarter one in the books. The opening Monday nighter of this new season. The Jets have the advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Smith. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Working out of the gun, Smith. He's going to keep it himself. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. That one good for 26 yards.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Smith now to throw on first down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the pistol, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start first and 10. A hit, and he has lost the football. The Niners have got it. And he's going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Jets offense ready to get back to work. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start first and 10. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. He runs with it. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now a give on the ground. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff running right. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They try the same thing and a similar result. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Here comes 4th down. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, it's O'Connell. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, O'Connell. Quick throw, taken in.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
3rd and 5. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Smith. He'll get this out to his running back. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Jets offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. play action. He'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Niners offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. That one knocked away and incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And a good run there on 2nd down. A pickup of 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. So we've reached halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the new year. As we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and the big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where you see the final score there. Chad Henne, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. From there, we'll jet north to Ohio to check in on the Browns at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys start the campaign 1-0 with the road victory. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Joe Flacco, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. These 2 teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The 49ers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll stick with him again. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, 49ers.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Offense. Still second down.
Back to the ground after the penalty. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He's got the first down and more than that. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll try the right side this time, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the bootleg, it's Smith. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Jets offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On 2nd down, they'll run. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Niners offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Walker brought in motion. They go play action with Smith. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Smith. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Smith going to keep this himself. The defense not biting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. A run now on 2nd down. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Slot man in motion left. Smith from the gun on 3rd down. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. The 49ers out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Finding space at the 40. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
He'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day.
That one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The 49ers offense make their way out to take over once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. A 1st down throw for Smith. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Smith now. This one complete right side. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. To throw. Smith. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line. Now, here's 2nd and goal. from the shotgun. Smith. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now, 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The 49ers offense back onto the field for their next possession. And this has been the start of the season you hope for. You held serve at home, have the lead here in the 4th quarter, and now it's all about bleeding down that clock. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So the faithful here at Levi's Stadium are rewarded. It's a win for the 49ers. They take care of business in this one. The NFC champs, winners here at home on this opening Monday night. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home, as we say,